So, welcome to this edition of the Road Student Podcast, where we're going to have a mystery taste test.
You're going to put a puppy on my plate?
What the frick? If it's dog food, I'm throwing up and I'm leaving.
Please.
I need that, actually.
We'll try to start out pretty easy here.
I think it's baby food.
Don't touch your plate. I'm going to put something on your plate.
Is it going to be with a spoon?
No.
Oh, no.
Is it dry?
2 hands.
2 hands. Oh, I like the way that sounded.
Is it dry food? That's not dry, whatever that noise was.
Oh.
Can I touch it?
I'm scared.
Bro, if I smell
How
this.
much-
Smell it.
How am I supposed to eat it with the mic in my face?
Where
I'm
the
scared
frick
that my
is it? I don't
nose is
smell
going to hit
nothing.
it. I'm going to be mad.
Where is it? I can't find it.
It's something like, oh, what candy thing? Oh.
I can't smell anything. Why can't I smell?
I can't smell it either.
Can I feel
This
it with
one,
my hands?
this might be starting off easy. I don't know.
What is that?
Bro, what is this? It feels like a pastry. I can't even smell it.
Can I feel it?
Can I feel it?
Bro. Do I got COVID?
It feels
like a pastry.
I don't
Oh my
have
gosh, I
anything
know
on
what
my
this
plate.
is.
Are
I
those
know what
Are
it is.
y'all
Can I
playing
say
a
it? Can
joke
I say
on
it's a Peeps? Oh,
What's wrong with Peeps? What's wrong with
it's a
Peeps?
Peeps.
It's a peep?
It's
Y'all got
definitely a
Peeps?
Peeps.
What's wrong
What
with
flavor?
Peeps?
Can I try it?
Well, that's what you get to figure out.
Can I try it?
Bro.
Because today's Easter episode of Guess the Flavor of the Peep.
Happy Jesus' resurrection.
I'm going to throw up just
Can you
thinking
give me
about
a
it.
peep?
You have one. You're just one
I'm
on your
feeling
plate.
around. Never mind.
Okay, guess the flavor.
So take a bite. There's flavor. Wait, there's not flavors of Peeps.
Oh, thank
there's
you for that,
flavors of
Carson.
Peeps. Starting this one off easy.
I know what it is.
Oh.
Can I say it? I think.
Give him a minute.
Okay.
Zach's still playing with his food.
Zach hasn't even taken a bite yet.
Oh, Zach.
There he goes.
You don't have to
That's
eat
what
the
he
whole
does to
thing.
me. When I eat,
Because you have more to eat.
he'll go
Briar.
every time.
Oh, I need my coffee.
I know what this
What
is.
flavor is it?
OG.
Original.
OG.
Wait, is that
Yeah.
is OG like the
Okay.
the red
Fun
one?
fact, I'm not a fan of Peeps. They're not my favorite, but like, it's not like I'm
Or I
gonna
guess
throw
like
up.
well, no, it's not red. Is it pink?
I should not have ate
I don't think
that
it matters.
donut.
I think
Did
the
you eat the
color
whole
doesn't
thing,
matter.
Elijah?
No! I think I bit its head off.
What's OG? What is the OG?
Original.
Well, duh.
It's just
But,
sugar.
like, so
Oh.
there's no
Replacing
flavor.
your peep.
So there's no flavor in that, right?
Ugh.
So can I
Just-
feel for another peep?
You
Okay.
can feel for another peep.
And go ahead and go at it.
I'm taking your other peep off if you didn't finish it.
Oh, I ate the whole thing.
Yeah. You,
Oh my goodness. I know what this is by the smell.
Oh,
what is it by the smell?
I know what it is
Watermelon?
by the
Nasty.
taste. My goodness, that is awful.
No. There's definitely watermelon. There's definitely watermelon. I did not like that. So sorry. I'm so sorry to the
Bruh,
people that are watching
so
right
nasty.
It's just watermelon.
That's
now. I do not like that.
You don't like watermelon?
I don't like that fake watermelon.
Nobody
like
wants a
that.
watermelon in
With
the
that
form of a
texture,
duck.
I'm not a fan of
A
Peeps
duck?
texture.
Or a
my-
bunny.
A bunny?
What is a
But
peep?
I'm trying so
It's a
hard
bird.
to be
A
a
chick.
good sport.
Nobody wants a watermelon.
Yeah,
in the
what
form
goes
of a
peep
chick.
peep?
This is better than the original plan.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like this. This tastes bad.
So everybody says it's watermelon?
It
sure.
sure kind of tastes
Okay.
like it.
We need to do a 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, do that because I know
Leah
it.
just jumped the
Okay.
gun.
Don't jump the gun on this one.
Okay.
Oh, Leah, that's disgusting.
It's like
So
bamboozled.
sorry.
Does she need a new plate?
Yeah, how's it gonna be able to
yeah,
take
if
that
you want
off
to give me a
now?
new plate, I completely respect it. I don't really want to eat
Wait,
my own
did you spit
strawberry.
it out?
Yeah, I did.
My finger.
Respect
Ah!
that.
You know another
I
reason why I
literally
hate
just smelt it and I
Peeps?
knew I was gonna hate it.
I hate sticky things, and this is like
Thank
It's like
you.
coffee.
I
It's like
hate it.
coffee peep.
Okay, everybody bite. On the count of 3, you tell me what you think it is.
Okay.
Everybody think they got an idea what it is?
No.
Coffee peep.
I just got it.
What even is that?
That coffee flavored peep.
I thought.
I'm not getting coffee.
I'm getting coffee. I'm getting like some cold brew vibes, some latte vibes.
What?
Macchiato.
I know what this is.
Are there multiple flavored peeps? I thought there was only like 3.
No.
Bro, there's a ton of flavors.
There's
Well.
icy Peeps. There's Dr. Pepper Peeps. There's
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Because-
1, 2, 3. What is it?
Hot chocolate.
Is it vanilla?
it's
That's some kind of
it's-
coffee peep. I don't know.
It's a macchiato.
Macchiato. We'll go with that. Macchiato.
Briar is probably the closest.
What did he
Vanilla?
say?
He said
Vanilla.
vanilla.
Vanilla latte. Vanilla frappuccino. Vanilla cassiato. I don't know.
Caramel.
If I'm the
give me a
closest,
second.
shouldn't I
Vanilla
get the point?
bean. French vanilla. German vanilla. I don't know. Just
Peeps, you may be not
Vanilla
doing a
ice
good job
cream.
at these
I mean,
flavors.
you're the closest.
what?
Vanilla.
Cookies and cream.
Vanilla latte. Wait, did Zach already say that? Sorry.
Vanilla cream.
Is it vanilla?
French vanilla creamer.
Close.
Is it?
Vanilla's going to be the closest.
Okay.
What it is birthday cake.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's
You were yeah.
Why did it taste like low-key coffee?
It did.
I don't know.
You
Y'all
guys
put
kept
a
saying
lot of
coffee, and all I
sweetener in
could
your
think was coffee.
Yeah, right, Brian?
It tasted like my latte yesterday that was freaking full of sugar. Thanks, Duncan.
Mm.
I just don't know how you
Okay.
got the bandana around Zach's head.
Oh my gosh.
Dustin.
Hi,
Oh, what is
Dustin.
that?
All right, try this one.
Okay,
Oh.
I think I know what it is without tasting it.
Don't say it yet.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Bit his head off.
Look at Elijah's face. Every time.
It's so gross.
It all just tastes like sugar now.
Yeah.
No, really, that's all.
Just straight sugar.
Oh, I don't like to taste this one.
Is it like?
Swallow.
I don't like it.
I don't know what it is.
What just fell on me? Oh, a peep.
Did you drop your peep?
No, it's yours.
That is. I don't know what it is.
I don't like it
I have
either.
no idea what that was. But that was not
What
fun.
do you think it is? 1, 2, 3.
Laundry
Orange
detergent.
Fanta.
Which is
I'm gonna go with strawberry Fanta.
Maybe it's orange, but also there's sodas in Peeps. Like there's
Fruit
Dr.
punch.
Pepper flavor.
Oh, fruit punch.
That was fruit punch.
I was gonna say strawberry.
Well,
I don't know. My taste buds
I'm
are
not a
broken.
fan
What makes
of
me
any
mad is
of
when I
them.
taste it after you say it, I get it.
Okay.
But
We have 2 more to go.
this.
my stomach's feeling overloaded with sugar. I haven't eaten
much are you-
anything
Oh, that one
else.
don't smell good.
I just haven't eaten anything else today, but this sugar.
Elijah had some powdered
They're
donuts.
so.
I had
sticky.
one powdered donut and I regret it.
All right. Dine in.
It smells like a donut.
They're smelling it except Zach. Zach just goes ahead and starts eating it.
Bro, chew with your mouth closed.
Yeah, it looks like a horse.
Bro, I gotta taste it. Okay, I got too much sugar in my
donut.
tongue. I don't
oh,
know
wait,
what.
Frick. Don't say it, Leah.
I can't even taste anything at this point. It's just pure granulated sugar.
It really, that's what I'm saying. But I think I know.
Is this cotton candy?
Oh, that was.
Cotton candy.
Sorry,
Randy.
we're supposed to wait. That's my bad.
I accidentally said mine too, Briar.
Oh, I didn't hear it. My bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry, group. Elijah, get your peep out of my face.
I wish I could see so I could put it somewhere they won't
All right.
feel
So
it.
what's the
Sugar.
flavor?
It's
Sugar.
either cotton
Glazed
candy.
donut.
It's either cotton candy or Pepto Bismol.
No.
That's what I'm tasting.
The
right
correct answer is cotton candy.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn it. Why does
dang.
it taste like a glazed donut?
Bro, I just taste sugar.
All right. I'm saving what I think will probably be the best one for
Okay.
last.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, freaking Elijah.
Best one because of reaction.
I gave mine to Briar.
Well, why was there a peep on my lap?
Best one because of
Bro,
reaction, or
bro,
best one
why
because
is
of
there?
taste?
Why is
I
it?
feel like this one.
Why is there plastic on this one? Why?
Why does it feel like cardboard at the bottom?
Maybe it's chocolate. Maybe it's
Hold
chocolate.
on. I think I know what this is.
Can I try it now?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a.
So can you
Don't say it.
No. Keep your mouth
can you actually eat it? Should
shut.
I take a
No,
bite?
You can actually.
What's that?
I'm going for it.
There's nothing inedible on a peep.
That's definitely
And
chocolate.
This is not a peep.
It is a peep.
It is a peep.
What?
100% it's a peep.
Oh, yeah, it is a peep.
ASMR.
So there's chocolate on the bottom.
Oh, I got it.
What's a crunch bar?
Give them a minute.
Okay, I
So
got it. I
chocolate
know.
on the bottom.
I
Hold
think
on.
I know.
Oh.
Because I saw this flavor at Target.
Now I'm
I
gonna
think I know
take
it.
the whatever sandpaper part.
It's chocolate, man.
Bite its head off.
I know something you don't know. I'm just kidding. I actually don't know, but I think I know.
This makes me feel like it's being boozled, except it's Pete boozled.
Yeah.
Can we guess
Well,
now?
except that there's not a.
Chocolate.
Yeah, except they're all.
There's
I
not.
really can't tell.
I know.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Chocolate.
Chocolate dipped.
S'mores it is.
Oh.
Yeah, I can tell by the smell. Are you trying to high five me right now?
Yep.
Verified.
Cool.
That it?
I will say, finding out they were Peeps, that did take a lot of stress off of me.
I thought
Can
that
I
was going
take
to
this
be a
off now?
disgusting flavored peep.
That's pretty good.
If it's done, then I'm taking this off.
I need to wash my fingers.
All right.
All right, that's good. Which one was the best?
None.
The first one.
S'mores, I think.
S'mores.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Are we taking blindfolds off?
Yeah. You're welcome to leave yours on the whole time like last time.
I didn't know last time. So that actually was a peep?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, look.
I didn't believe
I
it.
told you it was going to be worse.
I did it.
That was about to say, it looks the same as mine.
So why? Y'all eat so much.
What do you mean? Bro, there's
I nibbled every
two
single one of
Peeps
them.
on the ground.
My
What?
eyes be watering from the blindfold.
Oh, my goodness. That's a lot of sugar.
Oh, bro.
It's like, I'm not a big Peeps person.
That
But,
took
like,
a lot
the
of stress
s'mores
off
was
of
definitely
me
the
because
best
I
one to
genuinely
me.
thought I was going to eat something that was going to make me throw up. So
I
I'm
think we
happy.
need to
I mean, if you kept eating
revisit the canned dog.
Nope. I'm
The
not
canned
revisiting
dog?
Nothing.
hot dog made out of all canned food.
I'm not revisiting anything that has to do with that.
You want one?
I'm okay.
How are you eating a donut right now?
I didn't know there were
I
that
don't
many
want
flavors
one
of
roll.
Peeps.
With more sugar?
Fine.
I thought there was two. I thought there was like two, maybe three
He
flavors
also
of Peeps,
did not
and
eat
that's
a lot
it.
of his Peeps. Each
That's
time he
all
was like,
Walmart had in stock, but there are so many more flavors than that right there.
Really?
Target has a
Because
bunch
how many
too.
was that right there? 8? 6?
Should have had Rick in here for that.
Yeah, I had 6 flavors.
Oh, ugh. I just kind of burped and I tasted watermelon.
Oh no,
I hate watermelon.
that's the worst one.
I love watermelon.
The
That
worst
was
one
not
was
good in Peep
watermelon.
form. That was definitely not a good flavor to have. What is that?
Where did you find that?
It was just sitting right here. I didn't really find it. It just kind of found me.
The rhythm didn't.
That was
If, you
funny.
live, if,
Y'all
it's, if
didn't
it's
hear
your own
that
rhythm,
probably.
it can't be off rhythm.
I noticed you wore a shirt that I.
What'd you say?
If it's your
Well,
own
yesterday-
rhythm, it can't be off
Did your
rhythm.
thing like I'm
I
gonna
can't
see
hear
what
you.
everyone
I
else is.
saw. I was like, Elijah wore this shirt
If it's
yesterday.
your
and
own
putting it on.
rhythm, you can't be off rhythm.
Yeah,
Man, yeah, I need to get that taste out.
What'd
of
you
my
say?
mouth.
it's true.
If it's your own rhythm, you can't be off rhythm.
But I be
Beat of
dancing
your own
to
drum, I
God's
guess.
rhythm.
But it's not your rhythm.
You
It's
know?
God's.
At the core, it's still natural.
Yeah.
That's right.
My eyeballs.
That's
I like.
honestly,
my eyes
every
are
bit of what we
watering
just
now.
ate was natural. Every bit of
Oh,
what we just
stop.
ate was
Oh,
natural.
gosh. There's definitely nothing natural about a
Everything
pea.
in those were very chemicals.
I tasted watermelon.
Very much.
I can't eat lunch now. It's too many
Can't get
calories.
that taste without getting somewhere.
How
natural,
much
you
of
know?
it did you eat?
No, I ate like half of each one, maybe.
The first two, I ate the whole thing. And
but
then I
like,
quickly
that's just a
realized-
lot of
You
that
ate the whole
sugar.
thing?
The first two. The first
They
one,
were
that
not
wasn't that
good
big.
You're
enough.
not
for
like,
me to
you,
eat the
are you
whole
not a
thing.
Peep
It was
fan?
just a marshmallow.
No.
I'm not a Peep hater.
I don't like Peeps at all.
Peeps
actually,
can go
but
burn.
I like Peeps.
I don't love them. I think actually they're probably one of the worst candies.
Like I don't even like eating
But I do
marshmallows by
love sugar.
themselves. If I'm gonna have a marshmallow, it's gonna be like a s'more. Yeah,
That's why I saved that one for last.
dude. No,
Also,
that was terrible.
Hershey's marshmallow eggs.
that was weird.
They're good. They're good. Oh my gosh, they're good. Yeah, it's just like chocolate marshmallow.
Are you a fan of like those malt candies?
Ooh, no, like Whoppers. Ugh, gross.
I just
used
like
to be a
Reese's,
fan.
and that's about it.
That's all I
You're
got.
even picky with the
That's all I
sugar.
gotta say about
Do
that.
what?
You're even picky with the sugar.
I really don't like. This sounds wild, but I really do not like sweets that much. I just like Reese's.
What's your diet consist of?
Not good.
What did you eat for breakfast this morning, Brian?
What did I eat for breakfast this
Yeah, what
morning?
did you eat
How
for
many
breakfast?
Peeps did we have?
What did you eat for dinner last night?
Well, last night was different because we had church, but I went home and had a peanut butter and jelly.
What did you have for lunch yesterday?
I had Zaxby's. That's my Wednesday
who
meal.
cooks
You're
it?
asking a bad day.
Who cooks in your household?
I think
Really,
that's a
it's
normal
me
day,
mainly,
bro.
yeah.
That's
Do
a
what?
normal day.
On a Wednesday.
This is well, no, I'm just thinking that's your normal day.
Every day.
No, it's not. It really isn't.
What'd you eat for lunch?
The only color you had in your diet yesterday was the jelly. What'd you do? Strawberry?
What about Tuesday? Tuesday,
And the-
we had chicken Alfredo.
Peeps were colored.
We cooked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Tuesday, we had chicken Alfredo. For lunch, once again, a peanut butter
Same
and
color.
jelly.
Briar has one color that he eats, and it's a shade of the same color.
Red?
Color of my skin.
Definitely
What?
not red.
I don't know.
The color of your skin. That's about right.
Yeah.
You don't eat meat?
He makes fun of me because we go to a Mexican restaurant and he says my whole plate's the same color. And I'm like, well,
The Stefan special.
Steven.
The Steven special. Whoa,
Steven
Steven
special's
special
good.
so
Amazing.
good.
Yeah.
Good though.
Steak.
I've done that before, and it was amazing. Yeah. I haven't tried it yet, but I saw they have it's called the Oklahoma special or something, and it's literally the same thing, but they add like French fries and bacon. And I don't know if I would like that. French fries,
so bad.
rice, chicken, French fries, and bacon drenched in queso. I don't know if I would like that.
It's like
You don't know if you'd like that? It sounds
Yeah.
like everything
that's
you would
basically
like.
sounds like
It might be
Texas
everything that I
cheese
like, just
fries,
separate.
except an Oklahoma version.
Just food. We're just talking about food today. Hope you're hungry. Because I'm starting to get hungry, even though we just had 6 Peeps.
I
Almost
could
brought
go
you
for a meal that isn't consisted
griddle.
of that much sugar.
Almost did.
Saturday. I'll have
Saturday.
it. Yeah.
Six
Oh,
Flags.
yeah. Six Flags.
Oh my gosh, we're going to Six Flags this
We
week.
are. I'm hoping my neck's all right. I might wear a neck brace.
Does this come out on Saturday? Yeah.
I'll
We're
do
at
all
Six
the-
Flags
I'll do
right
the
now,
low tier
everybody.
ride.
Yeah.
You gotta do
Briar's
Texas Giant
throwing
with
up.
I've
Leah's
already done
throwing up.
everything.
Dude, you gotta do Texas Giant.
I did the worst of the
Elijah-
worst.
And
Is it a
Elijah's
neck brace?
neck's
And
yeah,
I'm
it's gonna
having a
snap.
blast.
I'm gonna try.
I don't know if I will.
Don't tell my wife.
That's funny.
And if you're watching this, I'm already on a ride.
If you're watching this, I'm probably either miserable
I
or
don't think my wife
happily
watches
sitting
this.
still and not gotten on there yet.
I don't think she watches
That's the real test. If she doesn't say anything to you about it, be like, why don't you watch the
right.
podcast?
Okay, I'm
fact, you
sorry.
didn't watch it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep hearing it. I keep hearing it. I can't, and I know for a fact if I'm hearing it, the mic is hearing it. Just like every 5 seconds.
Today I'm
I
going to
can't.
Walmart to get things for Six Flags, and I'm going to get non-drowsy Dramamine for
Yeah.
me and Briar,
Yep.
so
So
we
I'll
can
take.
hop on some.
Could all take some melatonin?
You try some
The
triactin.
Okay.
Oh,
You ever
let's
had
take a
triactin
laxative
before?
Ever had what?
Triactin.
Let's take a bottle of laxatives and a bottle of melatonin and see what happens.
You ever had
Melatonin? Oh my gosh, you're gonna be pooping your pants while you fall asleep.
Oh my gosh.
you ever had triactin before?
So
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
No,
my
dude, that's
goodness.
not gonna be. That's gonna take a while.
What's
Yes.
y'all's favorite ride?
the Titan,
Really?
whatever the one? I liked that water one.
the
that you
kitty,
took me
the kitty
last year.
one.
Batman.
I took you on a water ride. I usually avoid water rides.
It was like that first one. I haven't been on a roller up until the summer. I had not been on a roller coaster since I was like 12 years old. So
Was that the
Log one?
rafting one?
yeah, like it put you
Oh,
down,
yeah.
and I
I
thought we
was
were
not
falling
happy
off the
about
back
that.
of it, but we weren't. And I'm just screaming, and you're
What's the
laughing at
weather
me.
like this Saturday in Arlington?
I haven't
Oh,
done
like
that.
Superman?
I don't like that.
I like
that freaks me
Superman.
out. I've seen too
Oh,
many
not
videos of people
me.
just.
I just feel like when I
That's
drop,
from the
I'm gonna
fairs
go
and stuff.
down, and then as soon as I come back up from the drop, everything inside of me is too, and I'm just gonna puke.
I'm for sure not doing it now.
Yeah, like that just. Mm-mm.
I like Texas Giant. It's my
That one's
favorite.
fun.
My favorite, I think, is Batman,
They redid it.
and then
It's
the
so much
Texas
fun.
Giant is good too.
It's so much fun. That first drop just, it's like inverted or whatever.
It'll be the last one you ride for the day.
Hey, that's all right.
You're not gonna say.
Yeah.
Just the whole point of roller
These guys
coasters
can't
is like
drive.
spinning.
We too
Little
young.
babies.
You might be riding like this because it's thick.
That's my point.
I just can't do the whole like constantly spinning, constantly turning because
No, I can't do spinning
because they
rides.
talk about like even if you're car sick, you're supposed to just focus on where you're going and not look anywhere else. You can't do that on a roller coaster because I thought I was done whenever we went in the summer. I was like, oh sweet, there's the end, and then literally I don't remember what happened. And I was by myself, so I don't know if I passed out or if I just closed my eyes.
Look like beyond the curve where you're going.
Yeah.
Don't look straight
So-
forward. Look
I'm
I'm
gonna have Dramamine. I'm gonna have
The idea
my medicine
of
too.
car sickness just doesn't make sense to me.
I know it really makes me mad.
Car
I get so angry about it
Yeah, it doesn't.
because I used to not. I used to never get car.
I
Like,
didn't
y'all-
get car sick when I was a kid.
Can y'all
It was
read a book
after I got out
in the
no.
car?
Can I
No,
what?
literally, I
Can you read a
texted.
book in the car?
So
If I'm on a straight highway and the AC is flowing real well, then I can read for a little bit.
so
before
for
I
me,
get sick.
like on
about sleep?
Friday, I literally
You sleep
had
in
to
the car?
text Bailey,
I
and I
sleep
said I'm
in the
not
car
texting
a
her
lot.
back.
That's
'Cause
like
if I read
how
my
I avoid
text.
car sickness. I'm like, okay, lay down, go to sleep.
For me, I literally had
don't
to
get
text
super sick.
Bailey, and I told her I was like, "Hey, I can't text you back. I'm about to throw up." Because like if I read my even just my text messages on my phone, I get that bad. And that was me in the front seat of a car, so that was tough.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just like
grew
man,
up
I'll just
driving in the
man
car all
through
the
it,
time,
and I'll
so.
go like from here to like a restaurant, and I'll be okay. But like if you get me on a long car ride, that ain't good.
I think car sickness is a myth.
Good for you, Zach.
Fun fact: anything that I say
It's not-
is
no,
wrong with me,
it's not-
Zach's like, "That's a myth."
No, it's not. It's not. It's,
I don't want this.
listen. Gluten.
Don't want this.
I was introduced
If
to
I could
gluten
ride in a back seat,
before
I would love
knew
it.
you, and then I was introduced to car sickness by my mom, who was like, "I can never ride in the back seat because she gets car sickness." And I was like, I think people just say that just to ride in the front seat.
I asked for the
I wish.
I asked for the back
That's
seat.
me too.
I wanted the very back because no one wanted it, so I had the whole bench to myself, and I would just
Bench.
yeah, in a minivan,
I was like,
A
what kind of
minivan
car
or
you
a
driving
big
growing?
one?
minivan. Well, that's, we're talking about when I was a kid growing up.
Oh, okay.
So I'd have that whole back row by myself, and I could sleep. I'd sleep on
I
the
used to be able to
floor.
do that kind of stuff. I remember when I was in high school getting in a church van, and I laid underneath all the seats of the church van and slept, and it never affected me. But now, if I did that, I would be laying in the floorboard of that van, just like it'd be bad.
I don't.
It really makes me angry. I wish there was some like pill you could take and just never be car sick again. But a patch.
Maybe you should try the
We're gonna
patch.
try the patch.
Go buy. You need to buy some patches like today.
Well, you need a prescription for it.
Oh, do you really?
Ask your doctor for them for motion sickness and stuff.
Well,
Because
could you not buy like the
Bailey
off
always talks about
counter?
going on a cruise. I'm genuinely scared to go on a cruise. I don't know how I would do on a cruise.
The way that I just said that.
Doctor?
I just said doctor.
It will dehydrate you though.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm
Doctor.
drinking over 3 liters of water a day. Attempting, that is.
Do they cost a lot of money? I'm gonna text real fast.
Yeah. Scopamine patch.
It will make
Do you have your doctor's number?
One of the people, yeah, I have multiple doctors.
So what are we doing today? Besides eating Peeps and talking about candy and
So
talking
Zach
about car
talked
sickness.
about prayer.
Let's talk about prayer.
And he prayed for
baby.
Peeps.
Yeah.
And we got 6.
Oh,
What did you just say?
Nothing. Go ahead, Zach. Yeah, tell us about last night.
Why don't y'all tell about y'all were listening?
Sure was.
I will say at the beginning of your message, I liked how you talked about how we don't just pray over our food. Specifically in your prayer, you referred
yeah.
to a McDonald's Happy Meal.
Yeah.
So don't pray over the McDonald's Happy Meal. Pray about what God wants you to
That always
do.
cracks me up. People be like, "God, please bless the food of our bodies." And it's like the greasiest burger ever.
That's like
I'm
a
just
typical youth group meal.
But if you think about like the average prayer, it is like that, right? It's God, I know I'm not doing anything that you asked me to do right now, but I need you to bless me right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's
that'll hit.
the foundation of like what prayer, and this is how my mom raised us through the Bible when I was young. Is that prayer is about. That was loud.
I needed that. My neck has been so stiff. But it's the other side. I need to do that. But continue. Sorry.
That prayer is about faith and like this idea that when we prayed, like, do you actually believe that God? Do you have faith that God will answer? Like, if you just like, oh God, are you just kind of like throwing your words in the wind, saying, okay, I pray this prayer and then I'm gonna hope it comes true, or do you believe in who you are, in the core of who you are, that God will answer this, right? And obviously that's why I qualified it with if it's according to His will.
Yeah.
Right, because I told him, like, you ain't gonna be like, God, give me a BMW and give me $1 million in my bank account. Like,
BMW is not really what I'm wanting.
but what do you, McLaren? What do you want? What do you want?
I'm down with just
Give
a
me a
regular
truck.
truck.
The
I used to want the fast cars.
Edition.
I love having a truck now.
What's the really nice truck right now?
I don't know. I'm too poor.
Ford Raptor.
I'm a minister.
Mercedes 6x6.
But then, like, I think the biggest thing for me when I was making this was understanding. And you kind of talked. Whoa. You kind of just talked about
Sorry.
this. Is that prayer? We have to be in God's presence, right? Because if we're not in God's presence and we come to Him and we're like, "Oh God, give me this," whenever we're not doing anything else on the day-to-day life, it's like, first of all, like, why would God want to answer a prayer for someone who's never pursuing Him, right? Does He? I think He does.
I think he
believe
answers
does.
prayers of people who don't know him.
Yeah.
But
But if you're never, like you say, like, if you want to pray in faith, if you want to pray with a humble heart, if you want to pray and know God's will, but you're never in His Word, you're never pursuing Him, you're never seeking after Him, it's like
You won't know as well.
Yeah, you won't. None of those things will be true.
Yeah, what I've learned about prayer is not necessarily you getting what's on your laundry list of things that you want, right? Or your Christmas list. It is you connecting with God and realigning your heart with Him, so that when what you're praying for is more towards His will. Because you think about the things that you may want in your life. If I look back at some things I prayed for, it's like, thank God He did not answer that, right? Like, yeah, I definitely don't need to be with that girl that I was praying for back then, right? And so, but now, like, my prayers are not necessarily about the things I want, but God, transform my heart. God, chase after my sons and let them chase after you. Like, that's what my prayers are geared towards now, because that is a lot closer to what His will is. Like, so God desires for everyone to know Him, right? Yeah. And so if we're praying for the hearts of the people that we love and that we know, then I think that's a prayer He's willing to
answer.
Yeah. Well, and I also feel like kind of like both statements that were made of like, I do also think that God will answer prayers of people that don't really know Him yet, kind of thing, because like He's an almighty God. I don't want to put a cap on what He can do. He can do anything, right? But I also feel like it's kind of counterintuitive if we're praying like, oh, God, like, help me, I don't know, make money. I'm just throwing that example out there. But if you're just sitting at home on the couch every day doing nothing, it's like you're not allowing God to use you to go and make money. You know what I mean? So at the same time, it's like if we're going to pray for stuff, we have to be proactive and like trying to seek that if we want to see God use that in our life. If we're praying, God, help me bless people, but you're sitting on the couch doing nothing, that's a better example. If you're like, God, help me bless people, I want to give all my money away, but you're not going and making any money, how are you going to do that? So I feel like it's and that's a struggle in our world, is I feel like a lot of people, I was about to say, how long are you going to keep that just around your head?
I thought I had a hat on. I was like, where's my bill at?
But I feel like that's a big struggle in our world is there's a ton of people in our world that are constantly just praying like for selfish things, not for God to do amazing things, but selfish things for themselves. But at the same time, I think God can do those things, but we're not willing to go out there and actually put in the work to try to get some of those things. And God will change people's perspective on a lot of stuff.
With the kind of going off that, what Elijah was talking about when you're praying for a friend, like knowing that God wants He desires every person to be saved. He desires people to come to repentance. That's what 2 Peter talks about. We sit here and we're like, oh, God, bring my friend to you, bring my friend to you, bring my friend to you. But every time we hang out with them, we never share the gospel with them. It's like, I wonder how many times we've missed God working and moving to answer a prayer. We miss an opportunity to be active in that. Right? Because like, oh, God, help this person come to Jesus. It's like, I'm never going to share the gospel with him. God's like, I've created the alleyway. Just walk down the alleyway and do the work. Right? Not that God necessarily needs us to do things. He doesn't, but He chooses to use us. Right? And I don't know. Sometimes prayer is like, it does require action on our part, right? You want, like, God, man, help me in this life situation. Maybe you're struggling financially. Like, God, help my family make ends meet. And if you're just sitting around doing nothing, it's just like, well, like God does also. There's also in the words in the Bible that says like there's an expectation of us to work for the bread that we receive, the stuff that we receive, right? It's not like God just going to gift it to you. Right? Do I think that God answers prayers like miraculously, like just like out of the blue? Absolutely. Like that. For if you want to take the money example, do you think God will provide money for people just out of the blue, that the people who are like actually truly working and truly pursuing and they fall in hard times? Yeah. Do I think He does that? Yeah. But also, do I think He doesn't do it sometimes? Yeah. And that's also all part of His will.
Yeah.
Right. It's His plan. And a lot of things we can't understand that sometimes. And we just have to trust that however He's orchestrating it, is for a bigger purpose.
Yeah. I mean, Psalms talks about how God blesses even the wicked, right? Or in our minds, we see it as blessing, but it's God's not partial to people, right? He blesses who He wants to bless. But there is definitely a side of faith that we're supposed to have when we are asking and seeking God for things.
What's the Habakkuk, when we went through Habakkuk, that series, Habakkuk was like, man, why, like, how your eyes can't tolerate evil, He's like, why are you letting the Chaldeans or the Babylonians come in? Why? It's almost like, why are you blessing them by letting them take over our lands and our people? And God's like, hey, like, I have a bigger plan at work here.
I can't remember what psalm it is, but there is a psalm where I think it's David writing, talking about, I see the wicked prospering and you're righteous or not, and just the internal struggle that I think a lot of us have with seeing something like that. Like, God, what's going on here? But in the end, those who live righteously and who are following Jesus will ultimately be blessed.
Inherit the kingdom of heaven.
The eternal blessing. What you been praying for, Leah?
What have I been praying for? Just that the Lord would allow me to walk in, like, obedience to his will in my day-to-day life, but also in the big decisions that I'm having to make. And like, I got into the master's program and that I've been wanting to get in for a long time. And so that was really exciting. But that was something I was very prayed for. And it was very much like, okay, Lord, if you want me in this, then like, I want to be in it. But if not, then I need you to like, not allow me to get into the program. And then now I'm in it. And so it's exciting because I'm like, okay, this is from the Lord. It's not just like my selfish desires that it's like, I want to do this, but it's like the Lord is blessing it. And so it's been really cool to be on the side of like the Lord's answered that prayer, but it wasn't a prayer that was prayed of like, I want this, so give it to me. It was very much like a prayer that like I've watched the Lord mature me in that way, because it used to be prayers of like, I want this, this, and this, and this. Thanks. Love you. Bye. And like now it is more of an approach of like, okay, Lord, if this is of your will and if this is something that you want from me, then like bless it.
Yeah.
And so, anyways.
Yeah, that's where my mindset is whenever I'm pursuing something, because I've lived outside of God's will long enough in my life to be like, I don't want to do that again. And so I get that. That's cool.
One thing that stuck out to me was just like praying these prayers, and like you talked about the people who are like almost faithless in their prayers, like saying like these words but not expecting God to answer them. And like I've caught myself multiple times being that person, probably the majority of the time being that person that's like, well, I pray, like I have a prayer life. Is it like amazing? No, but I do pray. But then like on the other side of things, it's like, oh my gosh, God answered that. And like almost like for real shocked that he did. But like, why would I expect anything different if he is the God that I truly believe that he is the God that I study in the Bible and all these things, like, then why would I expect anything less than for him to answer it? And that really like, I was like, you know?
Yeah, well, and even for me, because one thing I struggled with hard in my faith was, like I got saved in 6th grade. And honestly, I would say up until I was like 20, 21 years old, I could truly say I never had a prayer that was actually answered by God. Like that I say that they were all answered. It wasn't the answer I wanted. And so I always was frustrated with that, because I was like, why is this never happening? But by the time I was around 20, 21 years old, I finally got to the point to where I realized I was like, I'm praying for the completely wrong thing. And that's why like everything I'm praying for, the opposite is happening and stuff like that. And I mean, it was just amazing to see like, holy crap, like this is God. Like I'm praying and I'm living a life that's honoring God. And now I'm seeing some of those prayers get answered the way I want them. But that's only because I'm now living a life that not only is glorifying God, but it's aligning with what God had planned for me. But whenever you're living a life that is not aligned of what God has planned for you, or doesn't even align with God's word, don't be shocked when none of your prayers get answered the way you want them, because God's always going to look at you and he's going to be like, no, I got something else. Like this is what needs to happen. So that's how it was for me, is just always getting, and I'm sure there's students like that too, that are like, I'm praying and nothing's happening. And I'm like, well, you might not be living the life that God wants you to live, and that's why you feel like that.
Yeah, I always think to myself with prayer that sometimes when we think it's not being answered, that it's either being answered in ways that we don't realize, and like God is answering our prayers, and he's giving us what we're praying for, but it's just in ways we don't even realize it, or that it's happening in progression over months and years, and it's just so minute and developing that we just don't realize it, but it is happening, right? So for me, last year I was praying for faith. I was like, God, increase my faith. Like, 'cause sometimes my analytical side can get the better of me, and I just struggled with just simply believing. And then some stuff happened in my life around August that just switched around what I was doing, and it really forced me to have faith in God. And he brought around a circumstance that forced me to grow my faith. And now looking back on it, I can say that now I rest more peaceful in just having faith in God. Am I perfect in it? No, I'm not. And there were days during that time in August and September especially that I was up at night just stressed the heck out about stuff. But God did bring it about. And as I look back now over like a couple of months, probably 6-7 months, I'm like, yeah, God, you answered. And you're still going to answer because you're always going to grow me in my faith. But it took time. And I look back on it now, I'm like, yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Prayer. Word.
Holla.
Your turn. What's your ad lib?
Huh?
What's your closing ad lib?
See you next week on the Road Students Podcast.